All right, what's going on again, everyone? SBN Resonate coming at you again. I'm not going to talk too much about this is my 4th day of grounding, simply taking off your shoes and putting your feet on the ground. And if y'all hear the highway, there's a highway over here. I feel a bit better in areas. I'm only going to talk for a couple seconds. I got a lot of other things to discuss that I think are more important than this. I feel better in some areas, and then some areas, are getting a little bit better, but it's really slow because I just started working out again. I just started walking again almost every day. It was raining yesterday, so I didn't walk. But I wanted to make this video. I wanted to address something that I don't address too much, but I want to remind y'all of this. And I'm sure a lot of you know when you're taking things too far or you're not doing enough maybe for yourself. And that's not how I'm trying to come across when I say this. But I'm telling y'all, be very aware of, so you don't fall deep into the rabbit hole, so to speak. Because there's a lot of people online and a lot of people on YouTube and a lot of people on the internet and a lot of people everywhere you go. There's so many frauds and there's so many scam artists and there's so many people that are claiming spiritual stuff. And just don't get caught in that. Don't get caught up in, listen, we're all human beings. We do things that we don't want to sometimes, but I know a lot of y'all, right from wrong. Like the bare basics of stuff, I'm not going to sit here and preach. It's just a warning because you get caught up in this stuff and you're kind of looking for an answer. And really, I don't want to call it an answer, but the thing for you to do is the thing to do for yourself. Only you know what you can do for yourself in order to do something with yourself. Can't no one else tell you this shit. And I'm just saying, this is for anyone that may be plotting or planning or... And I'm not saying that any of you are. I'm not trying to speak it into existence. I'm just saying, if there's any of y'all that are just at the tipping point and you're at the tip of the iceberg and you're ready to go and do something crazy, just think about this. Would you want someone doing to you what you may be thinking of doing to someone else or contemplating in your head? Because it's really not worth it. It's just not worth it. Any way that you put it, any way that I put it, it's not worth it. If anything, and in the long run, if I decide to do anything, it would only be to myself that I'd be doing it to. It wouldn't be to anyone else. It would only be me that would be my own downfall. And I know, y'all, believe me, I know, and I don't like even using the word believe. This is how iffy I am about the word believe. But I'm telling y'all, I have been in deep, dark, lonely, bitter, hating God when I was religious and spiritual and other things and saying screw everything. I get in these ruts where I get the same way. But I know there's some people out here that may not be able to get through that. They might not have the skill set or the knowledge to know or understand that they don't have to go that route, because some people can't see ahead of a situation. Some people's minds cannot think of these things. And it doesn't make you worse. It doesn't make you wrong. It doesn't make you better. It doesn't make you any type of words. It's just some people need to be reminded of this stuff. Because if I don't get reminded of certain things, my mind goes haywire. I have to take some kind of action myself sometime so I don't drive myself completely insane. Because I have lost my mind before, y'all. I lost my mind a couple times. I have went insane before. I know what it is to go insane. And it's not a fun, exciting, or healthy place. It's really not. And I don't like making these type of videos. I don't like making these type of videos because I know a lot of people don't watch them because they think they got everything together. They think that there's no problem. They think that, everything's just going to keep going the same way in their lives. And that's not the case. Everything's not going to keep going the same. Things are going to change. People are going to die. Things are going to happen. People are going to move on in your life. You may you may be in a relationship with someone and that may fail. And for me, I really don't have anything to fall back on. I'm to a point in my life where I'm out here doing this earthing stuff. I'm not some like guru, I don't know whatever the word is. I'm not like that. I'm just a guy that is getting healthy. And I'm letting you know about my life. And I'm being as honest as I can be about it. And I'm really learning to let go and to just be myself and to get on here and talk like I would talk if I was around 1 million people or I was around 1,000 people or I was one-on-one with somebody. I want to talk like I'm the same around everybody. I don't want to talk different because I have 4,000 subscribers or 400,000 subscribers or 4 million. I don't want to talk different. I want to be me no matter the situation. And I can't lie to you. Sometimes I find myself still hesitating with my words and things that I say because sometimes I have to think about the things I say. I just can't splurt anything out because it kind of comes back not to haunt me, but I realize what I said, that I'm not really living by that. You see, this life, it's filled with contradictions. We're full of shit people. We say one thing and then we don't do it. That's why I got to be careful because I'm saying that I'm doing this because I'm going to do it, and I did do it. I did this the last 4 days now. I missed a day yesterday because it was raining. I still could have did it though. I still could have went out. And I'm a procrastinator. I am a procrastinator. Nate procrastinates. And I'll tell you, it is not easy getting brutally honest with yourself. It's really not. I'd be lying if I sat here and told you that it is easy to actually spill the beans on yourself and tell other people what you're really feeling. Because there's still that voice in my head that's saying, Nate, come on, Nate, you're full of shit. You ain't gonna keep up with this. You ain't gonna do all them things you're saying, Nate. You're telling people stuff and you're really not living that way. See, that's that. I don't know. Hey, if you want to call it schizophrenic or whatever, I don't care what people call it. But that's the voice in every one of our heads. It's our ego. It's our pride and our ego. And some people really do hear stuff in their head. I don't hear voices in my head, but my head is telling me different things. Some things that I don't want to do. Some things that I might need to do. And other things. The mind is constantly playing tricks on you. This is another thing I want you to realize before I end this video. And I say this with the most sincerity. I'm not playing when I say this. Your mind, your own mind, whoever's watching, your own mind is playing tricks on you every day. Your mind wants you to be scared. Your mind wants you to live in fear. Your mind does not want you to do anything. You know, I know how all this works. I've been through the whole thing. I've been through the spirituality phase. I've been through the religious phase. I've been through the drug addict phase. The only thing I didn't do, I was never in jail. The rest of my family was. How I stayed out, I don't know, because I probably should have went to jail a couple times. And I wasn't a gang member. That's the only things I can't speak on. But I know that even being a gang member, a lot of that, there's a lot of stuff in there that a lot of gang members can't even see, that most of that life is foolish. And I'm not coming at anyone when I say that, but it's not going to get you nowhere. It's this pride thing that is keeping you glued to the group. And then what does everyone do? They got to be more prideful and more egotistical and show that you're a big macho person when we're really not. All it takes is one hit. If a car would run into you one time, you're done. If you fall off a 6-story, 7-story, 5-story building, you're done. The human body is so fragile and so weak. And we think that we're these metal objects, you know. We don't think that we can break. And believe me, you're not unbreakable, Bruce Willis. You can break. Very easy. You want to know how easy you can break? I don't know if you can see this. Nah, I'm not going to point down and show you because it ain't going to show up. But my feet, from me walking on this grass, my feet, my one toe is bleeding. I have a cut on the side, and I have all these red dots from the grass hitting my foot. Grass blades hitting my skin. This is how sensitive we are as people. And people, we think we're so tough. We think we're so macho. We think we have this all together. And we really don't. We really don't. But how many of us are going to let go of the facade? How many of us are going to let go of the mask today and be free within ourselves, even if we're struggling and we're going through something? I know all this sounds cliche because that voice in my head is saying, Nate, you sound so cliche right now. And I know I do. But there's never going to be freedom in your life if you don't get over. Stop worrying about what people think and do what you really want to do in your life. You're never going to be free until you can get to that point. And you may need to practice to get to that point. You may need to let go of something. You may need to seek forgiveness. You may need to, I don't know what you need to do. You know, I'm not Jesus. I don't save. You know, I'm a human being. I'm basically like a slave. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do anything for anyone as bad as I wish I could. But you know, my name, Natan, means he has given to give. And that's what I want to do. I want to give every person something that they can run with themselves. I don't want this to be a group thing. I want this to be an individual thing. If you ever would come together in a group, still make it an individual thing, an individual group thing. Groups are dangerous. Parties, groups, politics, all that stuff is dangerous. It is the blindfold over our society. It is what is keeping people the way they are. And a lot of us don't even see this stuff. You know, so that's enough of me. That's enough of me for right now. I didn't even want to make the video this long because uploading videos takes forever on my phone. I do want to say a lot more because I have a lot more on my mind. But remember, let me take a breath here. Remember, any of us can fall off of the bridge and break our ankle at any moment. Any of us can fall from grace, so to speak, at any time. It doesn't matter if you are the richest man in the world. It doesn't matter if you are the most beautiful woman in the world. It doesn't matter if you have a whole family. It doesn't matter if you own a football stadium. It doesn't matter at all. None of that stuff matters. You can fall. You are flesh, blood, and bone, and every one of us is. So when someone's talking crazy or out of line, don't ignore them, but don't fall for what they're saying, because what they're saying is something that's going to get themselves in trouble, and they don't even see it most of the time. That's why this is the way that I want to talk to people. And I don't even like talking like this, but someone has to do it. Who's going to do it if I don't? You know, who's going to say these things if I don't say it? And a lot of people, they do want to listen. It's just nobody's talking. Nobody's really saying anything much today. You know, it's just a bunch of hollow words, and it's just people acting like something that's not really going on. And I'm tired of that whole thing. I'm tired of the masks. I'm tired of the facades. I'm tired of being something I'm not. I just want to be me and go about my day and do what I do. And when I run into others, give them the same exact message. That's it. Finito. SBN Resonate. The SBN Lifestyle. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Later.